Alright, I thought I would do a quick eggplant update. So the diatomaceous earth seems to be the best way of dealing with the flea beetles. After the first application, I came out the next day and there was only one beetle on the plant, and I quickly rubbed some of the diatomaceous earth on it and it seemed to of course take care of that one, but it kept the beetles off for several days. Then of course it rained, as you can see it did last night here too, and so you have to reapply it every few days. But that seems to be the best of the two methods I tried. Let's go look at the other eggplant. Okay, here is the other eggplant, and as you can see, it is knocking on death's door, and there are still some beetles on this one. This one I sprayed with the dish soap. It's been a couple weeks, I think, and I don't know if the dish soap killed any of the bugs at all. If it did, there were more to replace them quickly, so it's something you would have to do every day, maybe a couple times a day. So that did not seem like a good method for me. Of course, this one isn't planted in a very nice spot. I just threw it in this little corner here, so it didn't have a lot to take care of it. But let's go look at our other eggplant and see how they're doing. Alright, here is our Chinese string eggplant, and this thing looks beautiful. So the difference, one of the differences in the eggplant I have that are doing good is they are in containers. So one of my guesses would be is that the soil warms up faster in the raised container. So that is probably one possibility. One might be, I think this variety is different from those other two that are in the ground. So that is a possibility. There's a ladybug. So there are a few aphids on this plant, but not very many. It is also surrounded by all these chives, so I don't know how much the companion planting there has to do with that, but this one looks really good. Let's go look at the one in the front yard. So here is our other eggplant in the front yard. As you can see, it's in one of our half-barrel containers, and it is doing pretty good compared to my previous attempts at eggplant. Now this is the same variety as the two I have in the ground, the Black Beauty. And it also has some companion planting. There's this garlic all in this container, and some volunteer lamb's quarters, which I need to thin out. But there are no flea beetles on this one. So for the time being, it seems like my best method for success is in the container with some companion plants to keep them bug free. So not sure I will exert much effort to save those other two, but I might continue dusting the one with diatomaceous earth just to see how that goes. But anyway, there is our eggplant update. Let's just take a peek around at some other things that are going on. Got some potatoes in the barrel. And over here we have some new strawberries we acquired that make red flowers. Look how pretty. Our kale is going to seed, and the flowers are just beautiful. Look at this thing. It is loaded. Lots of seed gonna come off of this. Very cool. Let's see. Here is our new fish pond, and you can see the fish are swimming around in there. So much fun to watch. I think we've had a frog or two live in there as well. So we have harvested several heads of lettuce from this garden. As you can see, the onions are growing, and we're starting to harvest strawberries. There's a head of lettuce there. It looks like it's starting to bolt. Here is our front yard potato patch, looking beautiful. Let's go look at the potatoes in the backyard. Oh, and here is our celery we've been growing. Got 2 different varieties. It looks pretty good. Starting to look like celery down in there. So that's pretty exciting. On to the potatoes. So here is our new experiment of potatoes this year, a potato ring. And we specifically searched out some indeterminate potatoes. We got a variety called Elba that is supposed to produce potatoes along the stem, so as we bury them as they grow, they should produce more potatoes. So we are excited to see how that goes. I gave them a little fertilizer of a 10-20-20, I think is what it is, or something equivalent, and then mulched them with some leaf mold, some broken down leaves, and compost from under the trees. And I think these things have grown several inches since I did that. They just look amazing. They're ready to be buried a little bit more. So, and there's some tomatoes, and still more room for gardening. So, that is a quick garden update. Hope y'all have a wonderful day.